Hello. I've been doing a program called High Performance Coaching. It's through Brendon Burchard. It's his program. He's written books such as High Performance Habits, The Motivation Manifesto, The Charge, about living a charged life instead of a caged or comfortable life. And I've been doing this program over the last year. I've been going through coaching. I went through the introductory courses. I forgot what my second round was called, but it was on the charged life, living charge. And now I'm in a third round and we're doing declarations. And what I'm working on is going through the motivation manifesto and creating my own declarations for life. I'm Latia and I'm addicted to personal development. I recently signed up for another course with Alaska Urbaniack. I don't know how to say her last name, but her name is Kasha, and she has a Mistress monthly course that I just signed up for, and we're going to have a meeting tonight that I am looking forward to. I'm excited and pumped up to participate. But what I really wanted to talk about today was the reclaiming your agenda is the part that I'm working on right now. And it freaks me out. The idea of me taking charge of my agenda in my life and really taking ownership of being responsible for myself is something that in theory feels great, but in practice feels really difficult to accomplish because I have a day job, I have responsibilities that I need to uphold, and to choose the way my life is going to go, to say this is the direction that it's going to take, really has always felt like something that's like there's some invisible force that keeps me from doing that properly. And my nails are a mess, so please don't pay too much attention to them. But when it comes to being intentional and setting out to accomplish something, I don't tend to be the best at it because it's easy to just see how things will turn out and wait and see. It makes me think of Hamilton and wait for it. Like, let's wait and see how everything turns out before we make our decision or before we understand why we are chosen to do what we do. And it makes me think of how, like, in the play, Hamilton is always just calling his shots and he's going to do what it takes to rise to the occasion, take advantage of the opportunities that arise, and get things done. And sometimes I'd like to think that I definitely get things done. I have taken actions that let me have some of my goals happen, but I also know that there are things that I don't do as consistently as I would like. So I don't post on YouTube as often as I would like. Today is the 5th of October, and I like days that end in 5, so I felt like, let's make a video. Anyways, lately the theme of the work that I've been seeing from Brendon Burchard has been around vision and ambition. Vision as in, what is the vision for your emotional state? What is the vision for your life? What vision are you living into? Without a dream and attachment to the future, we get stuck in feeling dread and not connected to life. And that makes a lot of sense to me because I haven't been feeling as inspired lately. I've been doing things and getting things done, but there's been a difference in the quality of life that I've been having, and I'm excited to kind of take it up a notch and feel more engaged. And he also talks about having ambition as, what are you working towards? What is it in the future still? It's like ambition, he treats it as like this state of creation where you're creating something to live into and look forward to and be excited about. And I haven't been doing that for myself, and I'm trying to get into it. So through the coaching program, I've created a legacy letter, and I reviewed it recently, and I saw that letter still fits. It doesn't really need any changes, or it only needed some minor tweaks, but overall what I wrote months ago still pertains to what I'm wanting to create with my life. Now, I do have a feeling that I'm going to be going over it a bit more over the next few weeks to create more of the vibe of my letter is more generalities. I'm a very general person when it comes to what I would like sometimes, because I feel like it leaves space for the universe to surprise and delight me, but it also leaves me not taking full responsibility for the results that I create. So instead of creating I'm going to write a book by November 16th, 2021. It's more like I'll write a book eventually and leaving things kind of loose. And then I know I have a tendency to have multiple projects that I'm working on. So it's not just I'm crocheting a blanket. It's I'm crocheting a blanket, I'm working on a debt payoff plan, I'm working on figuring out my vision for my life, I'm working on my legacy letter, I'm working on my declarations, and it feels like all these things just pile up until I'm overwhelmed and overloaded by the options and opportunities that I've created for myself. And I don't want to keep doing that as a pattern. I'd really like to gain more control over my life and where I'm going, whether it's just paying more attention to what I need, really sitting with myself. But I really want to take control of my life and be personally free, which is what the Motivation Manifesto is about. If you haven't read it, it's a really good book. Its writing style is definitely in terms of a declaration of a country or a nation. So it's treating yourself as a sovereign and really like leading from a place of creation. I enjoyed reading it the first time, and I'm reading it again. I might have started it a second time of reading it, but there's a HPX that Brendon Burchard leads, which is a monthly coaching course. I've been in it for about a year as well. I tend to like sign up for things and kind of let them sit. So I'm trying to like revisit activities and engage more deeply. But I was watching through some videos on energy management, on confidence, on winning the year, take back the year 2020. That was an older one, and I felt like, oh man, I can't do what he says because of the timing, but it'll be fine. I'm just grateful that I got to watch the videos. But what I took away from them is that it's my responsibility to create excitement in my own life. It's my responsibility to create the energy, to create the emotional set point, to train myself to get into these headspaces that I need to be in. Like, my life is mine. And even though it's still during this pandemic and all the things that are happening, it's up to me to choose how I am going to show up within it. So I can continue to feel like I'm just a hermit and do the little things that I keep doing, or I can use this as a time to really dig into something and start developing my skill set and creating Latia 2.0 or Latia next version, whatever that is, like Latia plus plus. If you don't know plus plus, that's it's an iteration. It's like adding one in computer science. So I'm trying to get to another level of being myself. And I know that there are different, like, it feels like there's multiple levels that I need to look at my life on. So there's like the practical, I have debt I need to pay off. There's the responsibilities that I need to make sure I manage. But then there's that other level of, these are my dreams and desires and the things that I wish I could accomplish. How can I reconcile what needs to be done with what I would like to accomplish? And I'm still figuring that out. I'm doing the best that I can to take it a day at a time, to live into my legacy letter, to create intentions and actions based on those intentions, and to live a more full, present, and engaged life, because this is the one life that I get to live, as far as I know, for sure. And I would really like to lead it in such a way that I feel good about myself and I can be proud of who I am, what I accomplish, the people I interact with, how I interact with people. And I'm not perfect by any means. Like, I can be super lazy. I don't like to do dishes and clean stuff up. And there are just moments where I know I need to sit back and really just get things like that accomplished so that I can feel good about myself and know that I have a clean space to live into. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you'd like to see me talk about. I'm highly likely going to be talking about my own personal development journey as I try out these different programs. And I hope you have a wonderful day and see you next time.